Switch 2 has the perfect mix of both first-party and strong third-party support for the first time in generations. Welcome back to another DRK video. Just 2 more weeks away from the launch of the Switch 2, and honestly, I'm starting to get pretty impatient. I'm not gonna lie. We all know that not many can really match Nintendo's amazing first-party games lineup, and with the surge of live service titles from their main competitors, it kind of feels more and more like Nintendo are one of the few ones still focusing on providing a consistent release schedule of great first-party games. Some are online focused, most are single player experiences, but all of them for the most part are high quality, and that's one of the main reasons why the Switch 1 sold so well to begin with, especially in its first year, even after coming out right after the failed Wii U system. By having a great mix of different games targeting different audiences and not having too much time in between releases, Nintendo made sure that there was something for every type of gamer to play. They had the luxury of pulling from the Wii U catalog by updating and porting a lot of those games over, which really helped their release schedule, honestly. And on top of that fact, most people just never really played those older Wii U games to begin with. Unfortunately, they don't really have that opportunity and chance this time around with Switch 2. That does sound like a lot to worry about, but this is where third-party publishers come in. Not only with strong third-party support, but also the quality of these games being available on a Nintendo platform. That's what gives both Nintendo and third-party publishers an opportunity to benefit from these potential gaps in the release schedule. With Nintendo spending more time developing these games, it's going to be a huge need for something to come out to fill in these gaps. The Wii U actually had this exact same problem, which honestly only added to its inevitable decline. Outside of the launch day, there really wasn't too many more third-party games coming out, and really the Wii U was mostly owned by die-hard Nintendo fans who really didn't have too much interest in these titles to begin with. The Switch 2, however, will be in the mainstream's eye, not just the average Nintendo fan. And this wave of mainstream gamers that was gained during the Switch 1 generation will usually have a much broader appeal than just first-party Nintendo titles. There's a lot of evidence showing this when you just look at the online conversations when it comes to a lot of these third-party games. There's been a lot of gameplay, a lot of clips, and a lot of presentations being shown, giving gamers an idea of what these games will look and run like on Switch 2 to the platform. And the overall feeling that most gamers seem to be having is that these games do in fact look and run well enough to warrant a purchase on a Nintendo system. This is no longer just a Nintendo first-party game box. This is now a system that Nintendo has provided that's capable to provide first-party as well as quality third-party games so that gamers can enjoy playing these games irregardless of where they come from, to where they can feel comfortable about buying these versions of games on a Nintendo platform without compromising the experience or the immersion of what it is that they want to get from it. I honestly think that's a part of the equation that a lot of people are overlooking or trying their best to downplay as much as possible in order to make it seem like this is another Nintendo system where you really don't want to be playing a lot of these games. And I really want to stress the point that that is no longer the case. You're seeing the excitement around games like Cyberpunk. Nintendo Switch 2 owners are going to be looking for more games to play, and it's not just going to be Mario Kart. A lot of these third-party games, especially the ones that come out at launch, are going to sell extremely well on this platform. Developers know this too, which is why we're seeing such a different level of support from them. We talked about this a little while ago, discussing the current age demographic of Nintendo gamers. Link for that video is down in the description if you want to check that out. But third-party developers and publishers all wanted to make sure that they had a presence this time around for this very diversified user base on the Nintendo Switch 2. They know that they're going to be hungry for more games to play in between the major Nintendo first-party releases, and that is how both Nintendo and third-party publishers will both be able to eat well on the system when it comes out June 5th. All right, we only have 2 more weeks. I'm really excited. Can't wait. I made sure to take both Thursday and Friday off from work. I'm going to make sure that I have a nice 4 full days to stream, play games, make content, and have some more conversations with you guys in regards to how you're feeling about the system and the games that are on it, because that's the only reason why we're buying it, let's be honest. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.